This is Net, and this is Val, and they are the co-founders of Linkme, that special link that you see being used by creators like Speed, Ashton Hall, and Patrick Bet-David. I wanted to know how these two high school friends built a $110 million company. So I visited the Linkme offices down here in Miami, and what I learned shocked me. So 100 million people
coming onto a Linkme profile.
Every month.
Every month.
We still have 90% of the company.
Are you sleeping here?
Sardines and tuna, man. They talk about saving money, man. Our investors love us.
So why do you trust these two kids that have an idea to eventually start helping them out and join the team with them? This video is packed with information on how you can build a lean tech startup today, how to grow in users, and how to raise money to create a $100 million plus company. This is Inside the HQ. I'm Joseph Abacera, and let's get right to the video. What's going on?
What's up, brother? Welcome to the HQ.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks for coming out.
Of course, guys. I've been here before. We got Val over here. We have Net, and this is Linkme. And the first thing, obviously, whenever I come in here, the first thing you cannot miss is this mural that you have over here. Is this hand painted? Who did you hire to do this?
Yeah, it's actually Mr. Exclusive. He's a big guy here in Miami. He did a lot of amazing work. Recently, Art Basel, he did a huge mural for Google. So he does a lot of good stuff.
You know, there's a huge emphasis on Miami-themed stuff going on over here. Why did you guys choose to be in Miami as opposed to being in like San Francisco or New York or any of the other cities where there's a lot of startups?
We grew up here, so Val and I were, kids, neighbors growing up, and we just decided let's stay where we grew up.
Yeah, I was born here, so like now when people meet me, they're like, "Where are you from?" I say Miami, and they're like, it's rare to be like from Miami in Miami, right? Everyone came from New York and LA and everywhere else, so like being like in Miami, born here especially, we think it's the best city in the world.
What I noticed is that there's not a lot of engineers here. It's hard to hire engineers here, and whereas in San Francisco, there's an abundance of engineers, computer science graduates. New York also, it's huge startup culture. How is that bit?
Well,
it's been hard. I'm not gonna.
It's one of the hardest things that we've had to do. Yeah. And a lot of our talent, most of our talent is remote, right? So we're able to find the most talented engineers all over the world because it's talent dense, in a small area. Miami's not so small, but San Francisco, New York, LA, and also worldwide, there's so much talent. It's hard to find them.
We got lucky. They find us.
Yeah, really.
They find us. Yeah, they actually the number one guy on our team. We just started doing like a Bible study Torah class at our old HQ.
Craziest story ever.
And one of the guys that was at this class was like, "Yo, I have this talented dude. He built an AI thing. You should check it out. Whatever." And then like a month later, he's like, "Yo, that AI guy that built this thing wants to meet you guys." I told him about Linkme. He thinks it's cool. He's doing something new. He wants to show you.
And he's local. He's in the office.
So he's back and forth from Miami, Israel, and Argentina. But he's gonna be back in the HQ like in a few weeks. So it's pretty much he comes, he does like big sprints here, and then he's back to like remote. So our goal is to get like a few guys like this because this guy's world class. So we're now doing a lot of interviews.
And we call ourselves Nate likes to go like the Mossad, and we're like Navy SEAL, like a small unit of just killers. Like not one of our other best engineers, his name is Leon. He's from Germany. This was like 4 years ago. How we found us, he hacked us basically. So he DM'd me on Instagram. The story is crazy. He hacked Linkme. Yeah. When we had like our first like 10,000 users, like very small beta, he DM'd me like, "Hey, like you have a security issue. Like I would love to help you guys out." Now I just ignored. He had like 25 followers or 200 followers, no profile picture. I thought it was like a random DM.
Scam.
Then he kept DMing me like 5 times, like, "Hey, I'm an ethical hacker. Like I'm not trying to like do anything crazy with you. I just want to show you a problem that you guys have." And then eventually, I still never answered. Like 10 DMs later, he sent me my username and password to my Linkme account. And I texted Ned. I was like, "Ned, this guy got us. He's good." And he's been with us ever since. He's like our head of security and
where's he?
Development. Germany.
Yeah,
Germany.
He also comes here when like our other best engineer comes here. We do like a little sprint here, 90-day, 120-day sprint, and we bring all our talent. But yeah, international team of just small team of just killers.
And have you guys found that Miami was distracting for the employees, or have you found, because I heard this hilarious joke one time from like this, one of these dudes that I actually know. He makes these videos acting like a CEO, right? He made this video, maybe I'll clip it, talking about, he's like, "I don't want any of my engineers being in New York. It's too much fun," right?
Oh, I saw that video.
I think this guy's actually on Linkme. Yeah. I'll find him. I think he's actually Linkme.
Yeah. His brother is like the rich European kid, and then he's
the CEO, my tech CEO.
My tech CEO.
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
So obviously there's some, even though he's obvious that's satire, but at the same time, there's got to be some level of like truth to it, because I've been to San Francisco, beautiful city, but it's freaking boring. Right? Miami is a lot more fun than San Francisco. There's a lot more to do. We see over here, we got girls, we got boats, right? So have you found that that's a problem, or everyone's locked in?
I think we're locked in. Like we did get it out of them. Like I think when they first came, we did like a yacht with everyone just to show the Miami vibes, and it's like lock in. Just literally like after that, we haven't touched any nightlife at all.
I think since also we're born here, like we're used to it. Like we grew up with this area, like we're in like nightclubs, 16, 17 years old. So now like we kind of got it out of our system, and we're all just fully focused. We know we need to do.
Amazing. Amazing. All right, so I mean, this is a dope room. Let's go to the right over here. I know you guys have some stuff. Lead the way if you feel free.
I mean, we put like some merch here. We have like hoodies, stuff we did with our AI tool. We like put it here for people to check it out.
Yeah.
And then hats we give everyone, so you guys could grab a hat. So I'll give you guys probably on the way out. We'll put it somewhere, but like
I appreciate it, man.
Sick hats. This will be for you. We'll put it over here so don't forget. And then the kitchen, pretty basic. We tell people Linkme runs on Elite. This is the best over here. This thing keeps us running. Also Celsius, Red Bull. We have a bunch of whatever drinks. Like people want to grab a Red Bull or something, leftover food and nonsense in there.
Let's see what's going on in this fridge.
This is an ugly fridge, man. It's the startup life, man. Sardines, sardines and tuna, man. We talk about saving money, man. Our investors love us.
I mean, we're gonna go a little bit into like your users, because you guys have the craziest users that have any. I know a lot of founders. You guys have some of the most insane users, right?
Thank God.
Thank God, which is amazing. So let's see what's going on back here. So. What's this room over here?
So this is actually our chief strategy officer, a really talented guy. He's out now, but he's pretty much someone that brings us, a lot of different talent to join. He introduces us to different agencies. He's a very well-known guy in the space. His name's Daniel Ben Lulu. Also brought us Nigel Houston, who's like an Olympic medalist, professional skateboarder, to join and invest in Linkme as well.
Yeah.
So really talented guy.
And this view is so beautiful. Something that I noticed about Miami is that it bugs me, if I have to say, 'cause like I said, I'm not from here. But the architecture is so new, right? You don't have any old stuff, but you guys have this. You have old buildings around. I've noticed down there you have this like Art Deco. I mean, sorry, not Art Deco. You have it's like more, I think, Gothic sort of style, which you see a lot about in New York City, which is dope. And then you have all these other cute little. Look at that little arched architecture over there, tall doorway. I think this is dope. Is there a reason why you chose downtown specifically as opposed to like being in Brickell?
I think one Brickell for us is just like it's not worth getting scammed over there for those rents. They're killing people in Brickell. So you literally are like right over the bridge, and a lot of creators and celebrities are living in Brickell, and this is like 5 minutes from there. So for them, it's not a mission to get here. We also live like in the area, so we're all like 5 minutes from the office, so it's just a good spot. And I feel like this is like the heart of Miami. It's like really everyone is around here. A lot of people live in Brickell, but there's a ton of people that also live like right on Biscayne, all the buildings over here, especially like Paramount. A lot of celebrities in there.
What's Paramount? What do you mean by Paramount?
Paramount is like one of the famous buildings here in Miami. Like a lot of live streamers live there, creators. There's a lot of people that live. Like it's a very like big building.
Do you guys have people? So you have you have some of the users and the celebrities coming in.
Oh yeah, like you guys just saw the boxer Teofimo. Val was recently sitting with him. They had like a 2-hour meeting here. Val was showing him some of the new features and stuff.
Good. Miami downtown is also like Ned said, like the hub. So people are always coming in, and even if they're staying in Brickell or Miami Beach or South Beach or anywhere, they can just pop right into the office. It's 5, 10, 20 minutes depending on the traffic away from wherever they are. So it's like Miami's the hub. Celebrities are coming in, and we just built like a podcast studio now that you guys will see, and we're gonna start bringing on a lot of our users that are in Miami for 15, 20 minute quick little podcast.
I want to get into it a little bit now, right? You have this incredible ability to get UFC fighters, right? I know you're a huge UFC fan.
Yeah.
You have a very, very you guys in particular have this interesting dynamic where like.
And Dre, you'll see Dre is also
for sure. Yeah. There's an incredible dynamic, but like you obviously are outward, incredibly energetic, bubbly, whatever, to a certain degree. Whereas, like I'm looking at your Instagram stories, for example, you're like counting how many steaks you're eating, and like such a different vibe. And like, how did you in particular get all these UFC people? Because how much? You have 80% of the UFC right now.
We have a good amount. I'm not sure the exact because it's always changing, but we have a lot of UFC fighters, also agencies, also just even like Bruce Buffer. All the refs of the UFC a lot of them are using it. The Cutman, like a lot of the whole UFC kind of is a lot of them are users. I'm a big fan, and eventually I hope to do like a big partnership with them, which I can explain kind of to you guys later on, like what our vision is.
Yeah.
Or that because there's a huge like win-win scenario that they're missing out on a lot of data and also revenue that we could help them enhance.
But that's what I really want to know, right? You don't directly message the fighter themselves or the celebrity themselves? You find their managers, their social managers?
We have a lot of secret sauce, so that's one of the secret sauces that I'm not sure that I want to share exactly how we do it, but we message or we speak with them directly, their agency or their manager. A lot of them, they reach out to us. They see, Sean O'Malley's using it, and then the next up-and-coming fighter wants to be like Sean O'Malley. They see like Linkme, and they DM us or they email us and say, hey, like, what is this? I want to get set up. How do I learn more? And if it's like a big enough person, I'll get on a call with them or their team and kind of walk them through how
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go to the next location over here. I don't want to disturb. I don't know if anybody's in.
No, you're good. You're good.
We prepped,
Okay.
You go, but it's our content guy. So this is Marcel. He's a really talented content guy. He's doing all the viral videos you guys see on social media where it's actually, people think it's me. It's my little brother. He walks around the mall here in Brickell City Center, and he'll go up to random people, and for example, he'll go up to a girl and say, do you follow Linkme? If she is, he'll be like, we'll buy you whatever you want in the mall. They go to Sephora, whatever, buys the makeup, whatever they want. So it's a really good way to do some brand awareness. Also locally in Miami, like everyone knows, he's known as like the Linkme guy. So people go to the mall looking for the Linkme guy. So it's pretty funny.
How vital and important is your organic social strategy for you guys? Like how much of a game changer has that been?
I think it's been huge because it helps people just find the brand. Even if at first they're like, what does this company do? It's all good. They follow us, and after a few story posts, they're like, damn, you could build merch with this. It's a link in bio. This celebrity has it. They just got Ashton Hall. It's like you educate them slowly. So at first it's a simple follow, but then after a few weeks of them kind of engaging with our content and seeing what we post, they know what the brand is. They sign up. They download the app. They start using it as well.
Yeah.
And for us, it works like a dream. Like we're bringing people organically. It's insane. It's like we look at it as like free marketing almost, because it's just a camera and you post content online. It costs nothing to post.
For sure.
Yeah.
Beyond that, it's the community building.
Yeah.
Right? So this is cool. This is smart, man. You gotta have a fun office.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. And over here you've got, listen, this has to be the most insane one you've got over here. You have the Prime Minister of Israel using Linkme.
Yeah.
Is that like, okay, first of all, I don't know if he gets one of the most clicks on the entire platform. You guys have Speed.
He's up there. Yeah.
We have a lot of major people that use us, so there's definitely a lot of traffic that comes from a lot of these.
That's amazing. And of course you got Speed who uses it, which is an incredible thing. There's an argument that Speed is
The biggest in the world.
probably the biggest content creator in the world.
Yeah.
Right? Mr. Beast has the numbers, the subscribers, or whatever the hell.
But by engagement, I think Speed. We don't have a banner for it here. Ashton Hall is one of our users.
Okay.
And he's getting some of the most engagement also.
Are you able to share with us who gets the most clicks?
I don't know off the top of my head. There's
No, I think it's the.
You can list top 5. Don't have to say who's getting the most clicks. Tell us which creators or which users.
It really depends. Like if Speed is live on YouTube, he'll be up there. He'll be number one. He'll hold it like for the whole time he's live, because every time he goes live, Linkme's the first link in the description.
Okay.
So it's like, check me out here.
I
Whatever.
can show you how it looks.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Even in videos that are not live.
Yeah, maybe he's live now. You never know. This guy goes live randomly. He's all over the world. So let's see.
Let's see how this looks. So, if you come, he was live 6 minutes ago, 1.8 million views, and the first thing here is follow me everywhere, and you see I show Speed right here. So he was live actually 6 minutes ago. It's funny. Follow me. The first thing is his Linkme profile. When you click it, open default browser, and boom, there's his Linkme with everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that drives it. Like if he goes live, he's taking over the clicks. Yeah.
So it seems like Speed is number one.
I don't know if he's number one. There's a lot of
No, there's a lot of big.
There's a
It's
lot of
crazy. Like you'd be surprised. Like there's a lot. I think like people would think like someone like BB or Speed would be number one, but then there's like people that just go viral and they become like random people that like maybe some of them you don't even know.
For example, UFC, like when they get a knockout, right? When Sean O'Malley gets a knockout in a title fight, the first thing that everyone does is they go to their Instagram, and then they see their Instagram, and the first thing they want to do is click the link in the bio, whatever it is.
Interesting.
It's Linkme, but in other cases, people have their merch or whatever it is, but in our case, it's Linkme, and all the traffic drives directly to the link in bio. So it's in these moments, these sporadic moments, that's kind of where it's the most
Very
prominent.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then the next thing I wanted to ask you, right? So let's get into here. So this is your office, correct?
Yeah. My guys are. Let me leave this call right now. I have our world-class engineers are actually.
Amazing. So this is where you're spending most of the time.
Yeah.
Compared to the other folks, you seem like you got a lot more. It's a lot more simple, right?
Yeah. Like I don't really care. Like this office. Like I just have my desk and computer, and I don't need anything else in here.
You're locked in. How many?
Yeah.
So I have a question, right? Separately, I want to get the answers from the two of you. What time? What's your schedule like? What time do you wake up? What time do you get to the office? What time do you leave the office on an average day?
Yeah, I wake up like around like 6:45 a.m.
Okay.
Probably here at like 7:30.
All right. Wow.
7:30, 7:45, 8, depending on like the traffic or what I got to do in the morning.
Yeah.
Usually I wake up, make my bed, do the filming, get up here. So yeah, like anywhere from like 25, 30 minutes after I wake up, I should be here.
Yeah.
So like let's just say 8 o'clock I get here, and I'll probably leave here at, depending on the day, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 p.m.
Holy.
Yeah.
Sorry for cursing. Wow. Okay. And then you on the other side. I'm so curious.
Yeah, I'm the night owl, so I'm usually staying up like till 2, 3, 4 a.m. For me, like there's so much on my mind, I can't even fall asleep. So I just like forces me to stay up and just get shit done. And then I'll wake up around like 8, 9, 10, and then I'll just swing by to the office. So for me, Val is like the morning killer. I'm the nighttime guy.
I mean, different. Like I said, you guys. I could tell that you guys have a different dynamic.
Yeah.
The other question that I have, right, is like, I always try to ask founders who are friends, who first started as friends, right,
Yeah.
how the relationship changed. Because on one end, you have this like, we grew up together, we love each other. It's not contingent on anything outside of like the fact that we're friends, right? And maybe you like the same sports, whatever. Whereas now the relationship and the dynamic it's primarily around work and success and achieving goals and whatnot. How have you guys been able to balance that?
I think we just only focus on work.
I think we're also very mature in the business sense. Like we've had other companies before that night, and your meter in a second. And we know like what matters, and we know what we need to get done. And if there's a little argument or a little thing, like we know like what the vision is and what the big picture is, and we're very just kind of we know what needs to get done. Basically,
I mean, it sounds like you separate your friendship with work. I mean,
we put the company first. Like our friendship is amazing. We've known each other since we're kids. But at the end of the day, like there's more than just a relationship here. It's like, there's dozens of investors, there's users, there's everyone that works for us that needs to feed their families. It's like we gotta always put the company first, even if it's like we do something that's maybe not something I want to do or something Val doesn't want to do. We're like, screw it, this is the decision. Let's go all the way with that. And you just have to put the company first.
And at the same time, right? You talk about your employees having families, but you're married as well.
Yeah, I recently got married, so no kids
old?
yet. I was 23 when I proposed, and I got married at 24. So now I'm 25. Yeah.
Amazing. And how old are you?
22.
Okay, 22. Amazing. So you said you were 25?
25, yeah.
25 and 22 years old. You're married. How is that? I mean, I'm married. Thank God I got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm 25. Just turned 24. So the question that I have though is the dynamic of like. Being the young entrepreneur, oftentimes San Francisco, the mentality is like, do nothing, wake up, work, be dedicated, starve yourself, eat tuna. Whereas in this case, you have tuna going on in the fridge. But in your case, right, you guys have like, you guys like, you're married, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So what's been the dynamic from like, obviously you raised capital, the business is successful as a startup, right? But how has that dynamic been of, trying to balance married life versus startup life?
It's not easy because like, your wife, she wants you to put her as number one. But like she understood, like when we got married, I told her, I'm like, listen, this is my life. Like Linkme is my baby, right? Like I need to put this thing number one. And she understood that, and she's like super supportive. It does get sometimes annoying where it's like I'm locked in and she doesn't get to talk to me for a whole day or whatever. But then the next day, like we'll find time for like a date night once a week, stuff like that. Yeah. So there's definitely like a balance. You need to find some time. Like for me, she knows Linkme is like my main thing. But then she knows I'm gonna give her that time every day. Like it's just me and her talking. I put the phone away for a little bit. We have this thing where it's like 30 minutes a day where it's like, let me give you some time. And then also once a week date night. Usually today, Thursday night, we're gonna go on a date. And then Shabbat, bro. If you guys don't keep Shabbat, it's a life hack. Shabbat is like the best thing ever. People hear Shabbat, they're like, what the hell is Shabbat? It's in the 10 Commandments, literally to keep the Sabbath holy. Yeah. So what I do with my wife, it's like an Orthodox Jewish thing. You just turn your phone off. You like disconnect from the power totally. No power, no turning on lights. And it's just a 25 hour period with family, right? To connect, to just, get away from everything. And I think that's something that, thank God is keeping us going strong. Thank God.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. All right. I mean, let's go to the next room. But here's another question I want to talk to you guys about as we're transferring from room to room, right? You guys happen to not start off as a link in bio tool and product. Right? Yeah. You guys started off as what was it again? It was a QR. It was a QR.
Like a virtual business card. Yeah.
Okay. So give me like the year that you guys start Linkme, okay? What was the idea? And then I want to understand the transition from that to eventually like how did you get the capital to do that? How did it then eventually grow to what it is today?
Yeah.
Perfect timing, actually, that we're going to this office.
Yeah, this is our other guy.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
We can come into here if you want.
Nat and I came with the initial idea in like 2019, and then we founded the company in 2020.
Okay.
And then right after like a year of development,
Dre over here was our
the idea.
CMO. So he joined us about a year into it. So we kind of came with the original idea. Dre was like, yo, I have a marketing company. I do this, and that. And he did a test for us. It was super successful. So he actually decided, like, I want to go all in with you guys. I want to become the CMO. I'm going to write a check. He invested $100K.
This is when it was.
This one was nothing. It was just a little
We
test
weren't even
app.
on the App Store.
Yeah,
We
this
weren't
was
even
like
on
a
the App Store.
testing app, like a
Okay.
beta.
And what year is this?
This is 2020.
2020.
So this is very early.
So you're what are you? You're 18 years old.
I have someone sent me recently on like a video of me in high school in like on a Zoom call or in like one of the classes. I was in the back and like I had like one of the first ever Linkme screens, like the first ever website. He was recording. He's like, look at this. Like I just found this in my camera roll. I was like, oh my god, like from 6 years ago when I was in like high school, like on a call with Ned or someone.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, so he joins the team, right? First
Yeah,
of all,
so
introduce yourself, man. Nice to meet you, man.
Dre Medici. Dre, nice to meet you.
Dre, amazing. So the question that I have for you is, why do you trust two? One of them is in high school. One of them is what? You're 20 years old at the time.
Yeah.
Right. So why do you trust these two kids that have an idea to eventually start helping them out and join the team with them when there's nothing there?
And he also invested 100,000 in our first ever round.
Yeah, so beyond like their amazing characteristics, before I actually joined Linkme, I did like a small business with Val. We basically scaled up an e-commerce store to like 600K in sales during COVID for like 4 months. So I saw Val's work ethic, and we were living together at the time too. So I really saw his discipline, and then obviously meeting Net, I saw his technology skills that I didn't necessarily have, and just a lot of different characteristics that they both share.
To answer your question in the beginning, how we like came over, how this like evolved and pivoted. Us three lived together for 2 years. Dre and I lived together for a year, and then Nat and I, when the lease ended for the second apartment, we moved into a house for a year.
Here in Miami.
Yeah. We had the digital business card as we started building it, which is just like how you share your information in person. People are like, wow, this looks so amazing. How can we put it in our bio? How can we replace our link tree? How can we make it our website? And that kind of gave us a spark where it's like, okay, like these people want to put it in their bio. They want to, do it. We did some market research, saw Linktree is the biggest in the space. They kind of are not so good. And website is like, if you're not so technical, it's hard to make one little change. It takes an hour or whatever a day. Linkme now, you can make a change in a second on your phone or on
I'm a user of Linkme, by the way.
Yeah. So, and we kind of pivoted into that link and bio space. We saw like there's a huge gap. Linktree kind of, again, is not so good. And we could.
Our users came to, they were like, yo, this is the
Conqueror's
sexiest
market,
link ever. Can you guys do a link in bio? So then we had to acquire like a sexier domain. Our domain at the time was so ugly. What was it? Linkme.global.
Yeah.
It's the ugliest thing. No one wanted to put that.
Linkme. It was Linkme.
Yeah, it was Linkme.global, but
Okay.
the domain was so long. So people were like, yo, it's ugly. Can you get a better link in bio? This looks better than my Linktree. Because people came as a virtual business card. They're like, yo, Linktree's trash. This looks better. So then we were looking at options. We ended up getting mylinkme.com. And then we found link.me. And we're like, yo, this is interesting. But the guy wanted like 2 million. So we ended up like going back and forth with this guy for like 8 months. Val has clips of me on the phone with this guy for an hour, like giving this guy therapy. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm not even kidding.
We can maybe put those in, or we're also planning on making a movie later on, like in 10 years, a Linkme movie. Like we have a lot of the stuff documented of like the whole journeys up to date, and obviously there's gonna be a lot of stuff and roller coasters from that.
That's amazing, man. Okay, but there's like that, which is like the vision, the belief in yourself, and the execution, right? And listening to customers, it seems like. But at the same time, like there's the actual practical part of it, right? So none of you guys are technical, okay? At the time, vibe coding does not exist. Okay, we are going to be mentioning vibe coding a few times in this video. Vibe coding is just a slang term for AI coding, or in other words, using AI to build a product for you. And if I'm being 100% honest with you, I think this is the most revolutionary thing to ever happen to technology, because now technically anybody can build a tech company. I personally know many founders who have built 6 to 7 figure startups using vibe coding. Now, this is not sponsored. My channel is obviously still not big enough for that yet, but I still have managed to get you guys 20% off of Lovable. What's Lovable? It's an incredible product that will allow you to build full-fledged apps and software products with just prompts. Obviously, they didn't sponsor this video, but by using this code, you will be supporting me and this channel, which would mean a ton. Also, this 20% off code is apparently only available for the next 30 days, so make sure to act quick. Now back to the video. Okay, so what do you do in order to be able to, first of all, find these engineers to actually go from just a business card, to eventually leading to a product, like a full-fledged product that can handle all that traffic? Who do you hire? How do you get the money? How does
There's
it
a
work?
couple different levels, and Net will touch on it. One is, first of all three of us, before Linkme even, we had some successful stuff. So Net was making apps, and he made a lot of apps before Linkme. So he had the team, and he'll touch on it before. And Dre's more successful now than he's ever been. But in the time before even Linkme was a thing, he's done tens of millions of dollars in revenue for his clients. And then Andre and I also had a couple other successful businesses. Mm-hmm. So when we're going to investors, we have some credibility. Like we're already like kind of self-managed.
We had things to show.
Did you put your own money in though?
So yeah, at first we did. At first it was like self-funded.
Okay.
And at the time I was building apps for clients. So I already had engineers. I was like ready to rock and roll. Like the day we had the whole concept for Linkme, what we were thinking, I literally got on a call with my team like, yo, I want an MVP within 24 hours. So boom, we had an MVP, something quick with the QR code scan.
Where were they?
So these guys were actually, it was a combination of like in Europe, Israel, India, all over the world. It was all remote people that I just kind of spoke to online and had these people on like Skype at the time, right? Skype was like hot.
What apps are you building? Game app?
No, it was anything. Like we built like an app for golfing. Like you could go, book a tea time at a place. We built an app even for a local famous spot called Moe's Bagels. We built their app. It was called Next Gen, my company. So we would build apps for like anyone who needed it.
It was a service.
It was like an agency, exactly.
Okay,
so we app agency. This is before like vibe coding. This is like you had to write every line back then. Yeah.
This is also how we got the origin story of Linkme. Ned and I had an event app, and that's how we met Dre also, where we would throw events for people. Mm-hmm. We threw an event. We were the first people ever, along with another group who partnered with us in this event, to book NLE Chopper for his first ever Miami show. Right? This was like in 2018, 2019.
When you say what does that mean? What is this for?
It was called Moves App was our event, and we would throw events. We would throw events, and we had an app that would show you like literally like all the events in like near you, right? Like kind of like a much shittier version of like
Eventbrite or something.
To like Posh, right? Posh, they're our friends, right? A much shittier version of that in like 2019. So that was our first ever app that we built, and we met with these guys to book NLE, and we had a meeting like 5 or 6 guys at a whatever sushi spot. We're like, hey, we need to get your phone number, your Snapchat, your Instagram, your email, right? We gave them my phone, Net gave them their phone. It took an hour for them to put all their information in my phone and Net's phone. We left the meeting, not even talking about what we need to talk about in the meeting. We just shared information. Right after that moment, Net and I were like, that was terrible. That took so long. We need to create a solution where you could share your information instantly. And then that's how we came with the idea for Linkme to share your information with a QR code. And then from there, obviously, 6 years later.
Interesting. And you know what I think is really afterwards, I want to get into like this room, because when I came here, right, this was a different room.
Yeah. This was my office.
But what I really want to know is like something that's fascinating to me is like, obviously, I hate when people talk about Steve Jobs because he's the easiest person to talk about
there here.
Okay, but yeah, it makes sense, But the thing about Steve Jobs, right, is that he didn't invent the computer, right? There were softwares like Microsoft that were out there already. There were already different types of PC companies that were already doing their things, right? Whereas what he did was he just made everything sexier, right? We could still today, we could look at a computer that's running with Microsoft software, and then we could look at, a Mac, and it doesn't take a real genius to understand that is a nicer and sexier interface. Same thing with the iPhone. iOS is prettier than Android, right? So what you guys did is you guys basically, you basically took what already existed, which was Linktree, and you just made it more attractive, right? Now it's more advanced.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that.
The key thing, it was just and it was, forget about even before Linktree, we looked at other virtual business card companies before we built anything. And I was like, yo, these look ugly as fuck. Like, who's using this? I told myself, I was like, bro, we would never show someone this ugly ass business card. Like a virtual card like this is trash. So we said, let's build the sexiest one ever. The young generation likes new and sexy things. Like you're saying iPhone, all this, right? Every kid now, there's not one kid in the world that's like, Dad, I want an Android. Right? It doesn't happen. Right? They're like, I want an iPhone.
At least in the US.
In the US, right? In the US, everyone you speak to here is like, if you don't get a blue bubble text, people don't reply.
I mean,
right?
it's a fashion statement.
Yes, it is.
There's no other way to put it than the iPhone is a fashion statement.
Yeah.
And what you guys deal with is you guys deal with creators.
Yeah.
Everything needs, with certain creators, everything needs to look beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Or business owners, right? You guys have a lot of business owners who shout out to like, I think you guys like sweat.
David.
Yeah,
Yeah,
PBD.
we're
right?
meeting with him tomorrow, so we're going to his office tomorrow.
Amazing,
Yeah.
right? So, but I want to get into that, right? Like, how important was the design when you first were producing?
That was everything. It was everything.
He designed it, actually.
I
He
was the
wanted to
designer
design
at the time. So for my app company, like all the clients we would work with, I would literally work hands-on with like the design team, and I would kind of give the vision of like, this is how it needs to look. This is like the sexiest way. And V1, it's unbelievable because like our first version, we made it look 10 times better than any virtual business card out there, to the point that people started to look at it as also like their own link in bio website and tell us like, this is better than Linktree. So we said, okay, let's get link.me, let's go after Linktree because it does look old and outdated. And the beauty is like, we said, okay, great, the design is beautiful, but how can we make it where a brand new person joins and they get a sexy profile within a few minutes? You go on Linktree, you can make a nice account. It's gonna take you a few hours, literally, and they force you to pay and all this extra stuff. But with Linkme, we're like, let's make it a few minutes sign up, where once you sign up, you have the sexiest account ready to rock and roll.
And going back to this point, which I'm not going to share in this video, but maybe in a couple weeks, once this is live, we just acquired a major domain just now that's really kind of a...
You can say it.
This
is funny.
I don't want to say it.
This is
I
funny.
want to know.
I don't want to
So
say
let's
it.
do this.
I don't wanna say
We'll
it.
tell you, it's a hilarious thing.
Did you buy it? Okay.
We bought it. We own
How
it.
long
Yeah.
do I have? Because maybe I'll edit this video. Maybe it might take me a week.
No, I think you can announce it. You guys, listen, go to this site. Anyway, it takes them to Linkme. Who cares?
I don't want to announce it yet. No.
Okay,
I want to come with a good...
Okay.
We'll tell you. If it's good at the time, you can put it in. But anyway, it's sexify.ai. That's
How is it spelled? SEXIFY.
Yes, sexify.ai.
Okay.
And what we're thinking is when you go there, we're gonna let you input any URL on the internet, and it's gonna build like a sexy version on Linkme, right? So it's gonna build you a Linkme of anything.
Put your link tree that looks like terrible, or even your Instagram in this little URL.
Or your website.
And it's gonna build a beautiful Linkme profile
with
for you
AI.
in
It's
seconds,
done for
right?
you. Yeah.
And it's gonna have a nice landing page, sexify your link in bio, right? Where you could put any link in bio or any Instagram or anything.
Any
and it's
link.
gonna build the most beautiful like thing. So we're gonna now do all like our content strategy on the street. Like, hey, what do you have in your bio now? We're gonna find someone with a Linktree. Watch this. Go to sexify.ai, put your link in bio.
It's a marketing plan.
Yeah, it's a marketing plan. Yeah.
Genius. I mean, that's a perfect transition into like this wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, have you guys like? This is clearly an entire strategy, which obviously it's for users. Okay, meaning it's gonna simplify the entire
and
process.
value also, because we're now shipping. We're trying to ship a feature every 2 weeks, right? So we need to kind of educate our users of what's going on.
Sure.
So that's also, we're building like courses and stuff into Linkme. Like Dre's working on a thing where you'll be able to how to make your first $1,000 a month using Linkme, and you'll have a little tutorial inside of Linkme of do this, make this, do this.
And is it going to be, when you guys talk about like sharing this, is it going to take, you're going to film it here, everything is going to take place in the office, you're going to actually post a video on your Instagram and your socials, and that's how users are going to get the updates, or how does it work?
That's one side of it.
App as well.
Yeah.
Linkme is an app too, so it can be just right inside the app. You have all the videos.
We have DMs in the app.
Okay, amazing.
DM, a push
Emails
notification.
also, we're just gonna send you an email like, check this out to learn how you can start setting up your merch. It'll literally be like Dre, beautiful background, walking you through it, and then a video next to him of him like what he's doing on the computer. So it's a very like multi-purpose background. I think for this it'll be great also maybe to put a little Linkme logo if we bring like some celebrities, influencers, interview them here, ask them like, how does Linkme help you? What are tricks to going viral? We kind of want to build like a community around people who already use Linkme, and just ask them like, why do you use Linkme? What do you like about it? What are tricks you can give other Linkme users to succeed? And we think it'll also encourage a lot of other creators to see these people that are using it and be like, damn, they use it, let me get on there too. Ben, this is the famous guy over here. So he's on our Instagram.
Amazing. All right, so I see you all the time. Great content. This is one of the brains behind the operation, right?
Yeah.
So what I want to know though, and I really want to, Val, I have some questions for you as well about this, right?
Sorry.
You guys have this incredible dynamic, okay? Where in addition to having users who actually use the platform, they are bringing new people who, it's just a marketing machine. Your users are marketing.
It's a snowball, yeah.
It's a snowball. So there's three questions that I have. How many users does Linkme have?
So registered profiles that like you see people have on Instagram, it's about 2 million people. And then on a monthly basis, those people are driving close to 100 million unique people to Linkme every month.
So 100 million people
Coming onto a Linkme profile.
Every month.
Every month.
every month.
Yeah.
Unique.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then the other question I have is, so you have 100 million people seeing Linkme.
Correct.
What is the growth, month-over-month growth? Because at the end of the day, they're marketing Linkme to you. So by default, a lot of folks probably discover it, and
Yeah, yeah.
I should have that. So what's the month-over-month growth of that?
It's crazy. Like in the last 30 days, it's like 100%, right? So we had a big jump because like actually one of the companies in the Lincoln biospace got banned, and everyone left them because they did something unethical. I'm not even going to say the name. I'm not going to give them clout. They're trying to regroup now, but it's all good. They got banned for doing something like unethical on Instagram. It wasn't compliant with Meta. So they literally got banned. You can't even put their domain on Instagram anymore. So all those people left and came to Linkme. So that helped us get a big jump. Like we were on track to have like a 60% month. It was 100% because they got banned. So it was like very big
When
30
you
days.
say 60%, 100%. Month over month, you guys are growing 100% in terms of users.
Literally, literally. Like, we literally doubled in the last, like, 30 days. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, he did a video recently that this one video, I'll pull up the stats, brought Linkme close to 100,000 followers. This one video, let's pull up the stats because people don't believe these things. And then maybe we'll put the video up on screen so you guys can see. But it's unbelievable what he's doing. Ben, you want to talk a little bit, give some info?
I mean, you're the content machine, huh?
Yeah. So I really didn't want to get dragged into the content planet, but to be honest, I have a really good personality
Saw
when it
that
comes
video?
to speaking to, like
Making one like
people
that?
in public.
Making
I don't really
milestones?
care about if I get embarrassed
way.
and stuff, so I just go out, do what I got to do. And it's also kind of fun at the end of the day. For me, it's kind of like a vacation after sitting down, at a
Yeah.
desk. That's really a vacation for me, so I go out and do that, and it's all super fun. And
I like
And
this
it's effective for the company.
Oh, yeah,
background
for
But
sure.
what's are you
Look good.
sleeping here? Like,
so what happens is sometimes we do what we call an office day, and we stay at the office 24/7. We take an hour nap, in rotation, depends on who wants to sleep or whoever's not sleeping, and then we wake
Why would you do that? First of all, so everyone in the office is doing that.
Yeah, so literally, Val you should put the clip of me. I'm like over here putting my
I-
eye mask on to take a nap. Like, literally, we'll come here and we'll have like,
Don't put it as a clip.
yeah, we'll have days where we just don't leave the office for like over 24 hours. We're just locked
And
in.
are you shipping a product? Is
So so we are doing like very a lot of testing. We're about to launch things. Like it's in moments where it's like we need all hands on deck. We need to really be locked in to get something up and running. Like Val probably is a funny video. Anyway, this is
come close.
this is 90,000 people followed from this one video that he did. And this video, I'm sure they'll show it on screen. He goes up to a girl. He says, "Do you want an iPhone or double it?" The girl's like, "I want to double it." And then she goes, "Do I get a prize for doubling it?" And he starts laughing and he walks away. So and then the next girl, she actually wants the iPhone. But then the whole thing with this content is my brother goes, "Okay, you can have this iPhone. We'll give it to you if you follow Linkme." She wasn't following. Sadly, she didn't get it. But we have given to a lot of amazing people we run into. And we put a budget aside every month for him to go, buy people stuff at the mall, give away phones, whatever it is.
Amazing. I mean, it's smart to have somebody like this, a young gut. Some people don't, especially in the startup world. Now, because of Cluely and companies like that, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
Yeah,
from the
of course.
audience,
Yeah.
Now they're starting to respect it in Silicon Valley, right? But as a guy who's in content who helps tech startups, I can tell you how many times I get in a meeting with somebody, so much potential to reach an incredible audience organically because of how cool it is with the product that they're making, but they just don't respect content. And you guys are obviously not. You guys don't even have that option, right? Because you're a content game.
Yeah.
So, but dude, kudos to you, bro. Keep doing it. Appreciate that.
We just launched a big feature also that's coming, and I think we're gonna double to 5x.
Sexify.
No, not even Sexify. Not even Sexify. Something different. It's our agency dashboard and our agency portal, which basically we have a lot of talent agencies work with that bring a lot of their athletes. Into
Yeah.
it. So we just launched it actually yesterday to production. We're putting some new deployments to make it even better, like the V2 of it. But basically, you can manage a ton of talent all in one place and see all the collective data. So the total profile visits, the total clicks, the total sales that you do through Linkme, a ton of very, very valuable data that every single agency owner, whether it's sports or talent or models or whatever it is, you want to know as an agency owner. So now that instead of bringing on one user at a time, you're there. Now an agency could come and bring on 50 of their talent.
And is that going to be a paid for, or is that going to be free?
Paid for.
Yeah, paid.
Okay,
There's
so-
going to be a free trial, so if you're an agency and you want to try it out, you can do it for free. But the big thing with agencies is we speak to some of the biggest agencies in the world, and they tell us sometimes we'll have people use our stuff and the apps are not giving us access to the emails of the fans or the phone numbers, and it's so hard to get all this information from our fans. And God forbid one of the creators loses access to their Instagram, they just lost their career. They don't have any of the data.
Yeah.
So what we're helping them do also is we're putting on every single Linkme profile that's with an agency an email and a phone number capture field, so that anytime someone comes to your Linkme, it's like, hey, do you want to connect with iShowSpeed? Put your email, stay in touch, and it's building huge email and SMS lists for creators.
Brilliant.
So Anthony Edwards started doing it. We're getting it set up for every major creator. Because God forbid, if they do lose access to certain accounts, they can still email and text their fans I just made a new one. Check it out here.
But beyond that, I mean, you come take a look at this. So this is Nigel Houston's right? This is Nigel's interface for his Linkme.
Yeah.
Okay, so what he has over here is he has the ability to sell his Nike sneakers directly on Linkme, right? Even the discounted price is being applied, right? Which is crazy. But at the same time, a guy like Nigel, who's actually an investor, but a guy like Nigel, he would love to, I guess, get emails and stuff like that from his fans, because not only is he a creator, but Nigel's a business owner.
Yeah.
Right. So Nigel wants to update them about drops. He wants to update them about like, yo, I'm going to be launching whatever the hell it may be. Perhaps he's getting a Netflix documentary. He wants to promote it, right? So
100%.
The creator who's also a businessman, this is the optimal tool. And
Yeah,
why Linkme is.
It's a must-have.
Yeah, but users they're free to use.
Yeah, anyone can sign up to Linkme for free. Like we're not here to force you to pay to use it. We think the value is going to show itself, and you'll say, dude, I need these extra pieces that they offer as well. It's worth $20 a month, right? So for us, it's like it's totally free to use. Get started. And our motto is like, how can we help you make money? Once people start make money, and like on Linkme, they're like, okay, it's fine. I want to go put $20 a month on this app and get extra stuff that they have.
So that's a great transition to the next question. Is like, you guys are worth $110 million.
Yeah.
Right. That's obviously a sizable number. At the same time, I understand startup culture. But
Yeah.
startup culture has this like idea of do not make money in the beginning, get users like crazy, right? Focus primarily on just making an incredible product, blow up at a level at which people just love you, and then focus on
100%.
revenue. And is that what's going on over here?
100%.
We copied Zuckerberg's motto, which is like, he's like, build the best product, bring the best people, and keep them on as long as you can, and there's going to be a ton of ways to monetize. And that's kind of, we never even like,
We just started a few months ago.
Like,
Like
listen,
our
we've been
first
doing this
revenue stream was like the 30 days
Thinking
ago.
the first
really.
dollar Linkme ever saw.
So what we did is this year, the last few years, we focused 100% on user growth, bringing the best people. And that's why you look at Linkme, and it's like, a lot of the people in the space can't believe we get these people to use our product. They're shocked. It's like, how much you pay them? It's like zero. We never paid a single creator to use it. So for us, it's like focus on building the best product. The best people will come. And then you can bring ways to monetize the business, which we just started doing A/B testing and stuff. Already, just from A/B tests, on track to cross $1 million in annual recurring revenue without even emailing any of our users. It's only
What do you
for
mean?
new.
So give me the what?
So what we're doing is when people sign up for the first time, so our existing users don't even know about this yet. But when you sign up for the first time now, we're A/B testing Linkme Plus and Linkme Pro to see which one people like more. Linkme Plus is $10 a month, Linkme Pro is $20. And we're seeing a lot of people not only do that, but some of them are paying the whole year up front. So they'll pay us like close to $200 in one shot because they love the product. And they're ready to pay for it right off the
and
bat.
it's new users. It's like people that are just downloading the app because they see Nigel Houston's using Linkme.
But they know there's a free option as well.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, they know there's a free option.
It's optional. It's just a power. Hey, do you want the best of Linkme? Get Pro or Plus, or just skip and use it how you want. So it's incredible to see like a lot of people.
And
doing
what are the
this,
numbers? Do you guys mind sharing some of the numbers on that?
Yeah. So in the last 30 days,
yeah.
I can share even some detail. In the last 30 days, the numbers for that grew 150% on the A/B testing. Right. So all organic, no marketing budget, and it's on track now in the next 30 days to cross $1 million in annual recurring. That's without our existing user base. Only new users seeing.
And so in the next in the next 30 days, you guys are on track to grow to the point where Linkme
is profitable even.
Is doing $1 million AR.
Yes, and profitable because our burn is under 100K a month. So we're gonna be like profitable basically.
I mean, I'm looking at this software.
Yeah,
this is not so.
We're lean,
right,
bro.
it's lean.
Yeah, we don't want to be a slave to our burn.
How many employees do you guys have total?
We fired a bunch of people recently, but we have part of like the engineering team. There's like probably like 15 people total. Like if the QA, the designer, everything, and then like in the whole ecosystem, there's probably like about we're not getting salaries. They just have shares. The company equity are probably like 35 people, like our board and like a lot of our executive team. They've come from very successful backgrounds, so
they're investors too. They put their money in the company, so
how
they
much
don't want salaries.
How much have you guys raised?
Over $5 million since we started, and now we actually have a fund doing a $10 million round for us. They're leading it with $5 million and bringing other investors to put the other half. So it's going to be the perfect capital, in my opinion. Like we don't want to go crazy. Some of these companies are raising big numbers, diluting a lot.
We don't need so much.
Yeah, we don't need so much. Like look what we're doing with so little.
All of our competitors are raised at least 5 times more than us, at least minimum. Like Linktree raised 150 million, right?
Almost 200.
We're blowing them out the water. And then there's other companies who's raised 20, 30, 40, 50 million, and we're doing 10 times more than them with 10 times less, right? So once we get a little bit of this capital, which is not so much, very minimal amount, you guys will see us.
Here's the thing, right? So what is your best advice right now for a founder, a young dude, right? A young guy or girl, they're out there and they want to become a startup founder. And the idea is that nowadays they have access to so many incredible resources. One of the resources they have access to is Cursor, Windsurf, whatever. They have all these amazing products that allow them to build a product by just talking to, AI.
Yeah.
The question that I have for you is, should they raise capital? How do they raise capital when the time? How do they know it's the time to raise capital? Right? What should they think of?
For the capital question, maybe Nat would want to answer that. I would say just my best advice is like build the best team you can around you, even if it's just you and one other person or you and two other people. Bring on really people who are full time for the mission, 100%. Like focus
Co-founder,
on it.
you're saying a
co-founder or just some engineers or someone who really believe in what you're doing. And they don't need to be a co-founder; it could be senior engineer. That is just like you give some equity to them in the beginning. They help you build it. And I really I would say find the best people around you, smarter than you even, are, in my opinion, what you need to really succeed. And then the capital and all this stuff with these tools now, like a Cursor or like all these other vibe coding things that you can do, it's there's a lot of advantages today. Nat might have some other advice.
Yeah, I think for me, like what I would say, just looking back, really good things we did is when you're starting, everyone says, oh, I need to raise money right when you start. I think try to do as much as possible bootstrapped. Build whatever you can for free. Try to make it happen yourself. Try to go, hire an engineer with your own money and pay them whatever you can afford to pay. And build as much of a product as you can to the point where you're comfortable going to investors and saying, hey, I want to raise for this product, but not at a 5 or 10 million, on a 20 million valuation. And then you have to sell the future. Right? This is what it's going to be. This is why it's worth 20 today, because it's going to go to 10 billion, right? What happens is usually you go and you try to raise money, you have nothing, and they're like, okay, I'll invest on a 5 million. And then you're giving away all your company, right? Yeah. So you lost so much equity right off the bat because you wanted a couple $100,000 on a horrible, valuation.
Yeah.
So try to build as much as you can. People, when they hear how much Val and I and the founding team retained, we still have 90% of the company. 90%. At this stage, it's unheard of.
Amazing.
It's unheard of. It's unheard of.
So lean. You guys are all about lean. I mean, you're in the best time to go lean.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You understand how to raise capital. You know how to generate hype. I mean, the best thing that you guys know how to do is get users.
Yeah.
Right. And then also freaking active. I guess you can call them visitors. Right. So there's users and there's visitors.
Correct,
right.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, where is Linkme going? Okay, because you obviously now are valued at $110 million. You guys are lean, but at a certain point, you obviously have plans to become a unicorn. What will Linkme, in your eyes, what can it become? What's its potential? What's its ceiling?
There's a lot of visions here. I think the simple one that we see clearly today is the creator operating system, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're a creator and you want to have that whole back office handled for you, where all you have to do is just create, that's what they love doing anyway. Mm-hmm. Linkme is that back office, right? We're the operating system. You mentioned Apple is a beautiful interface. Mm-hmm. We want to build the sexiest, easiest to use interface for creators to go and have that email set up where it automatically emails their fans. Have that product creation in a few minutes where you can go from zero to your own custom product. Everything you need to monetize, grow, and kind of engage your audience, it's in this one operating system, Linkme. Mm-hmm. And already we did the hard part, which is bringing the world-class people and all the traffic. Now all we need to do is come out every single month with these features, which you've probably seen it in the last few months, crazy features we released for our users. And they love it. Like, we have people literally telling us, like, dude, this merch thing you did is paying my mortgage, paying my car. Like, it's unbelievable.
Because they're already
selling merch. Exactly. Like, there's a local guy over here, big comedian in Miami. He started selling merch. He didn't have a lot of followers. It's like 100,000 followers.
Yeah. Okay.
The guy's doing $5,000 a month selling merch.
No way.
It's unbelievable. It's like a beautiful thing to see the small people also take advantage of the feature. Obviously, you have guys like Anthony Edwards. He did a funny moment. Val, by the way, loves the NBA. I didn't even know who Anthony Edwards was. The guy joins. I get phone calls from everyone in Linkme, investors, friends. How much did you pay this guy? Are you crazy? I'm like, bro, I don't even know who the guy is. So then I call Val. I'm like, bro, who's this guy? He's like, oh, he just joined. Anthony Edwards, like the next Michael Jordan. Whatever. He joins. Then he has a viral moment on the internet. His team saw that we had the AI feature where you can make a product in 10 seconds with AI. And then boom, they leveraged the feature. They launched the viral moment. It said Ant-Man, Batman, Superman, Wolves in 5. The shirt was printing for them.
Because he owns the IP to his own image.
Yeah, exactly.
The NBA took that photo. He owns the IP because
I think it was even his in-house team.
Yeah.
When he was walking out of the locker room, his videographer, who we're very, very close with, recorded a clip of him saying after they eliminated, I think, the Warriors, Ant-Man, Batman, whatever, Superman, Wolves in 5, and everyone posted that. SportsCenter, I think, got over 100 million views in a day.
Okay.
And if he didn't have Linkme, he would have to find a manufacturer and do all this and put money up front, and it would take maybe a week for him to get that shirt, right?
So you guys are
in the same night, he was able to make that and really ride that wave, because in a week that trend is dead.
And at the next game, they wore it courtside, the shirt. At the next game, all his team.
Show it. I'm sure.
Yeah, put it on the TV.
All sales took place. Every single sale of that T-shirt took place on Linkme.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the idea is that So what you guys are becoming,
I don't want to put the names in it, but this is his kind of a manager and then his right hand guy, and this is the shirt that they made on Linkme. This is made. They're wearing courtside.
So you guys are becoming in addition to becoming obviously this like link in bio aggregator of all your different links and companies, whatever it is. You also are to a certain degree competing with Shopify.
Yep, correct.
To a certain degree competing with TikTok Shop.
Correct.
And at the same time also competing with like products that allow you to do dropshipping.
Yeah.
Right. So you're like this all-in-one platform while simultaneously living in your social media.
Correct. Yeah.
So interesting.
You know. By the way, Shopify. You're bringing them up. They had a competitor to Linkme. It's called Linkpop. As of 2 days ago, they shut it down because nobody was using it.
Yeah.
So for us, we see ourselves kind of like what Shopify did for e-commerce. Linkme is going to do for creators. Literally.
Amazing.
We're going to power every creator. They're going to be powered by Linkme.
No, this is incredible vision. I mean, guys, you guys are obviously awesome. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I think that like what I've noticed about you guys, which is really unique, is this Lossian mentality of make it free. At the same time, you guys have managed to get the most insane people on the planet. Do you guys see yourself selling this company, or do you guys see yourself running this company? You know, is there an advantage to selling versus not selling? You know, and what do you guys think in terms of how long it's going to take until you guys are achieving these goals? Or
So now we'll probably have definitely a lot to say there. We've been actually offered to get acquired before. We turned it down, and we have back to like our roadmap. We already have documented our 5-year roadmap, and then it's going to change of what the users want to have if they want specific features. But we already know for the next 5 years what we're building and where we're going. So unless like the right kind of opportunity comes around where they could help us speed things up and really empower us to get this done in this 5 year in 1 year, maybe we'll entertain it. But I think right now we're just fully locked in on building the best product, making our users as happy as they could be, and helping them make as much money as they can through Linkme. And I'm sure Ned will have some more.
So it's not for you. It's not a number one priority at all.
Not even on my top 5.
Amazing. And you? I mean,
This is our baby, man. This is our baby. You know, I don't. Like for us, we think we can take this all the way. I speak to our team, our top engineer. You know, when he saw Linkme for the first time, he wasn't even involved in the company. He told me, "I want to join you. Don't pay me $1. I just want stock options and shares. I'm going all in. This is my thing. This is going to be the top 10 biggest company in the world." That's what he said. So hearing people say that, where in my head it's like, look, I think we can definitely hit top 100, top 10. It's like you're talking about Apple and like big, some of the biggest companies in the world.
I think about taking it public. I mean, that's
so yeah. I mean, so hearing stuff like that really, also motivates us. Like maybe we can be in the top 10 one day, God willing, right? People, I think when Facebook first came out, no one thought it would be top 10 biggest company in the world. They're like, yeah, it's cool, social web, site, whatever. And then boom, now it's one of the biggest companies. It's worth close to $2 trillion. It's like, it's crazy. It's insane. So I think the sky's the limit. We'll keep going. And it's at the end of the day, it's whatever God wants, right? We'll leave it up to God.
Dude, thank you guys so much for having me. This is an awesome.
Thank you for coming, brother. You're the best, man.
Dude, of course, man. Of course. Thank you guys.
Great job. Yeah, great job.
Of course.